Welcome to REST, which stands for Resiliency and Empowerment Seminar today. I am your host, Susan Gans, and I am the founder of Gans Strategic Solutions, where we operate at the intersection of human behavior and business. This show is about hearing from leaders of small, mid-sized companies as well as nonprofits. We hear about the leaders' journeys as well as their organizations, and very importantly today, about how they're being resilient. I'm so excited to virtually travel halfway around the world to speak to KK. She will pronounce her name correctly because I cannot. And hear from her. KK is an author, a podcast host, and wellness coach. Her book, Why Me First, is the #1 bestseller book in 4 different categories on Amazon. Since 2010, she has helped professionals, entrepreneurs, and working mothers have a positive mindset, gain clarity in business, improve the quality of their sleep, and adapt healthy eating habits so they stay productive and achieve their goals faster. She helps her clients adapt these changes in an easy way so it becomes their lifestyle rather than a struggle. A lot of people can use your support and advice, so can't wait for this conversation. With her experience and all the insights she has gained over the last 9 years, she is very passionate about helping people transform their lives by becoming their accountability partner in their transformation journey. She believes that you have the power to become a better you, and she encourages us to take action now. Welcome to the show, KK.
Thank you so much, Susan. It's amazing to be here. And let me first pronounce my name. It's Kajal Khurana. It's Indian name, so I know it's very difficult. So my international name is KK.
Awesome. So let's get into the conversation. Take us back to earlier in your career where you might have faced these challenges that you're helping people with today. Share with us your journey.
Sure. I mean, if I have to go back 9, 10 years down the memory lane, it wasn't so easy because I studied, first the health and wellness industry quite deeply for a few years, not like doing some crash courses. But then, it was like, everything and you want to help the whole world. But slowly I realized that not everybody is ready to transform their life. And with experience I also understood that there is no one size fit all. Everybody's needs and requirements are very different because of their cultural background, because of their lifestyle, because of their eating habits, because of their stress levels. But in the beginning I did not have this insight. I was like, hey, I've mastered so many things and now let me help people. But people didn't take me serious because of course I was new and I did not have much experience, though I have learned and I gained all the knowledge and university degrees, but experience was lacking. So that kind of amateur approach was there, I would say, in the beginning. But it was good because then it helped me become more strong, and I put this as a stepping stone for my self growth. If people don't take me serious just because I don't have experience, I need to work harder, to prove them that I have this knowledge. So yes, in the beginning it wasn't very easy and smooth because you have a lot of expectations from your own selves. Like these days I say our expectations play hard on us, so we should take a break. Now I teach this, but 9 years back it wasn't so easy for me. With age you mature as well, with experience you mature. So yeah, I started my career as a yoga therapist because I did my yoga therapy course and I did my master's in yoga. But then I also upgraded my knowledge. I studied nutrition later on. So I wanted to be a one-stop shop for health and wellness. If people have, fitness issues, I should be able to give them solution for fitness. If people have diet issues, I should be able to give them solution for diet. And then I also studied Reiki. And if I know if people don't believe in yoga or changing their diet, maybe they're emotionally low, maybe Reiki can help them. So yeah, slowly and gradually I started building trust, and then I also worked in corporate for a few years. Even though it was health and wellness industry, I still didn't feel very good, because when you're with your clients, you are good, the energies are good, but within the management, it's still a corporate world. So I was like, okay, I don't belong here. And then I quit and I started working on my own. Of course, with the help of the corporate, I was able to build my audience. That it definitely gave me some kind of leverage. And here I am doing my online business. Still, it's not easy, because being in Singapore, I have a lot of restrictions of do's and don'ts, but I don't stop. I'm unstoppable.
I love it. We love your energy. We feel it here. So
Thank
tell us
you.
about the book that you wrote and what was the inspiration for the book?
Okay, so the book talks about my personal life a bit in the beginning, because I went through a lot of stress myself with my first pregnancy. My first daughter, or our first daughter, is born premature. She's born in only 28 weeks, weighing 900 grams, which is less than 2 pounds in Western world. And she was in neonatal NICU for almost 55 days. So it wasn't easy for me and for my whole family, going through physical, mental, emotional, and financial stress. But being into this industry gave me a lot of, power to change my thoughts, change my mindset, heal myself quickly, so I can provide the best for my daughter. So the book starts with how I dealt with my stress. My stress could be different from your stress, the level could be different, the experience could be different, but we all go through stress from time to time. How mindset plays an important role in our life, how food plays an important role in our life, how exercise or mobility plays an important role in our life. These are all transformational changes. Eventually we all go through, every now and then people are trying to do something. So this is what I have written about my experience, what I have learned in last 9 years, and also myths about food and fitness industry. Food industry sells you everything: keto diet, this diet, that diet, but vegan diet. But I always say there's no one size fit all. Don't fall into the trap. If your friends are doing it, let them do it. Doesn't mean you should also do it, and it will help you, right? Do
Yes.
what makes your life easy and do what is sustainable. These are all crash diets. Either these diets will crash or you will crash. So I have mentioned all this in my book about myth about food and fitness industry. And I also give an example saying we all need to learn from apparel business industry. These apparel, for example, big brands like Zara or Mango or H&M, they never make one type of apparel for the whole world. They do their R&D. For Africa, the style and the size and the color is different based on their demographic and their season. For Gulf, it's different. For Europe is different. For India, it's different. So why isn't retail industry making clothes which is like one size fit all? When it comes to clothing, we go and try and see what suits us. You're not going to wear something your sister is wearing all the time. But when it comes to food and fitness, why do we always fall into the trap? All my friends are doing, my sister is doing, I have to do it. So we need to learn from other industries that there is no one size fit all.
I love what you're saying, and I so appreciate you sharing very vulnerably and authentically about your personal journey and how you are able to change your mindset. I know for myself, my younger daughter was born prematurely. She was in the NICU, not for 55 days, but for a week. Even that week was very stressful. I was very worried for her. And there's so many emotions that you go through. And it wasn't until the head of the uh, maternity ward came to me and said, Susan, her name is Rachel. All the Rachels I know are strong. She's going to be strong. Don't you worry about it. Snap out of it. Listen to me.
Right.
and and here she is today. She's very athletic and she is very strong.
Awesome.
So um, but it's having that support to know that and recognize too that you're going through something so difficult, and here you learned from that experience, and now you're paying it forward by educating others and working with others to say that they can get through difficult times as well. Which brings me to my next question about resiliency. Is certainly you've demonstrated how you've been resilient. Talk to us about resiliency now, and what does that mean, and what can you share with us about what you're doing to be resilient?
I think it's all about the mindset, if you are having a right frame of mind, you can be resilient. Otherwise it doesn't work. The word resilience doesn't exist, to be very honest, right? You need to fight for uh, being success, whatever you want to achieve in life. It could be good relationship, it could be good marriage, it could be good upbringing your children in a right way, or your business, right? Anything in life, you need to be resilient. If you're not, then I don't think you have enough passion towards what you want to achieve. I think being resilient and being passionate go hand in hand, right? If you really have passion, if you have vision, then definitely you will be resilient. So I think some people feel that they are resilient, but then they are not passionate. So somewhere down the line, their resilience also dies, if I may say that. So to me, being resilient means being passionate about whatever you are trying to achieve in your life. At least for me, maybe it's different for other people, and I respect that. But for me, I think you need to be really passionate about what you're doing, and it's not always about money. Sometimes people think if you want to make a lot of money, millions of dollars, you need to be resilient. Yes, you should be. I don't say no, and I'm not saying money is bad, but it's not about money all the time. If you're trying to create an impact, if you have a message inside you and you want to reach out to people and help them, then you definitely need to be resilient, and money is a byproduct. It will just follow.
Absolutely. And I love what you're saying. I think what you're saying to people is when you have um, a bigger vision, a broader perspective, married with passion about it, it keeps you going, and it motivates you to be resilient, and to bounce back and to adapt to whatever changes come your way. Is that
Right.
fair?
Yes, and also I think if you're really resilient, you should stop being attached to the results.
Mm.
Most of the time, human mind start expecting results. Okay, I'm doing this, so what will I get back, or what are the consequences? If you stop doing that, and if you just start thinking, okay, I want to do it to create an impact and help people, having no expectations or low expectations. So don't work on results, work on impact you want to create.
I love what you just said. So I am going to repeat that. What KK is talking about is don't be attached to the results. It's about what kind of impact you're making and the support and help that you're giving to others. And because you never know how it's going to come back to you. It might not come back directly. It could be in an indirect manner. As long as you're staying true to your passions and true to yourself, with a mentality of serving others, that's the key. That's what I'm hearing from you.
Right, right.
How do you empower yourself, and how do you empower others?
Self empowerment, I have to train myself every day. Like I tell my followers or my students or my clients, transformational changes need daily implementation. Like you brush your teeth. Imagine not brushing your teeth for 2 days. What happens? I don't have to tell you, you know it. Nobody on this earth will avoid brushing their teeth even for one single day, be it a young kid or adult or old person, whoever it is. because we know it is important not only for hygiene but for our health. We can't eat food, we will stink, and our teeth and jaws will be like rotten or whatever. People will not like talking to us, whatever. There are multiple reasons for simple thing, brushing your teeth daily. So we do so much to take care of your physical body, like shower and brush, and then you eat food to give energy. What about your mind? So I empower myself every single day by training my mind to stay focused and stay on track. Yes, there are times where I feel overwhelmed. I'm not saying I'm a superhuman here and I'm perfect and I never feel low or I don't have challenges. No, I feel overwhelmed. I feel low some days. I want to give up. One morning I was like, okay, trust me, today I don't want to do anything, and I want to give up. But I then remind myself, no, you can't do that. You are not doing this for you. If you're not doing it, that means you're being selfish. If you're doing it for others, then you should just do it. So it's just training your mind every single day. And of course it's a combination of things as well, because as I say, it's a package deal. It's mind, body, emotions are connected, right? So you have to take care of your body, you have to take care of your mind, and you have to take care of emotions. And this happens with good sleep, proper diet, and mobility. So it's mind, body, emotions with sleep, diet, and mobility. It's all three. It's always a combination of three. So I take care of all of these things. I sleep well. I sleep by 10 p.m. maximum. I wake up every morning. I go for a walk. I do my mindfulness practice. I journal. I train myself to be positive. I read positive affirmations. So yeah, I do this for my own self, and I train other people the same way. I tell them to take care of their body, their mind, and their emotions by changing their diet, their sleep, and their mobility.
It's so important what you're talking about, because I always tell clients, put yourself on your agenda, and sometimes that's more difficult for others, um, because there's some guilt attached to it.
Yeah.
When I remind them of things that you're saying, like there's a bigger vision out there, meaning if you're not taking care of yourself, then you can't be present for all the people in your life, your family, your colleagues, your community. So I'm so glad that you're out in the world giving these messages about mind, body, mobility, taking care of your emotions. It's so important. So I have a question about, like, if you were to give advice to your younger self, what would you tell the younger KK with the perspective that you have now?
I was asked the same question on another podcast 3 months back. And I will repeat the same thing. Honestly, if you take me back in time, my younger self, I would say be present in the moment. Do not worry about future. Do not get bothered with your past, because past is over. You can't change anything, but you can definitely build your future. You can be the architect of your future only if you are in the right frame of mind in the present moment. So I would definitely tell myself to enjoy the day today. That's it. Do not worry about tomorrow.
That's great. I love that. By being present in the moment, you could be the architect of your future. I love that. So that is such insight to your younger self. Absolutely.
Because I did a lot of mistakes when I was younger. I used to always worry about future. What will happen in 2 years, what will happen in next 5 years, and I was very calculative. So yeah, and it wasn't worth. Now if I look back, definitely it wasn't worth worrying so much about future.
So that brings me to a question about mentors and sponsors. Have you had people who have influenced you along the way and supported you, and have those changed over time, and talk about it too as the, especially as an entrepreneur, which can get lonely. um, what is your support system?
My biggest support system has always been my mom, because she has been a very positive person in my life. Every time I'm stuck or I feel low, or in personal life sometimes you have ups and downs or problems, I would always rely on her, call her, and she will change my perspective. When we are talking, she'll say, okay, look at it from this side, think about this. So she has been a very positive influence in my life. And in my entrepreneurial journey, I would say there are a couple of great leaders. I get inspired by Tony Robbins a lot, and Simon Sinek. I would say he is he has this passion to, give and, just create an impact in this world. I have liked opera since my very young age. And yeah, I mean, there are a lot of people, but if you really want to name, a few, these are the few I really would resonate with, Tony Robbins and even Brendan Bouchard these days. I mean, recently I started listening to his um, audios and watching his videos. I really resonate with him as well. He's a great leader as well.
I love what you said about your mom. He gives you that perspective, and it's so wonderful to have that relationship and that role model. That's something that you can also pass down to your daughters, I'm sure.
Yeah, she has been. I mean, I'm blessed to have her, to be very honest.
What one word, is there a word or a phrase that inspires you, that's affirmational or motivating for you?
There are many, to be very honest, and it keeps changing because every day I feel different. So, based on my energies, how I feel, most of the time it's positive. Um, but yes, it's not a code, but it's a phrase I really, I mean, um, read it when I was in college, and it stuck with me, and I use it very often. It says, watch your thoughts becomes your words. Watch your words become your actions. Watch your actions become your character. Watch your character becomes your habit. Watch your habits become your destiny. So I'm like, it all starts here again. Mindset.
Yes.
Whatever you think will give you the same kinds of energy to your body and also to your environment around you, and that eventually becomes, it turns into your action and your destiny. So again, if you really want me to put it in one line, I would say, be the architect of your own future.
Yes. Yes, I get that. And I liked the the quote. So your thoughts, your words, your actions, your character, your habits then turn into
Your
your
destiny.
destiny. It's very, very powerful. What would you like people to remember about our conversation today?
Wow, that's a very interesting question. Honestly, I would leave it to them. Whatever they think was a takeaway, they can, Apart from that, if you really ask me, I would say, um, just think about what is your passion, We spoke about passion. Think about what is it that you're really passionate about. Like I always advise people, make your passion your business, and then you'll love it every day.
So it's really marrying the, you are the architect of your future. It's about knowing your passion and fueling that passion, make your passion your business.
Yeah.
So, hey, Kay, how can we find you? We want people to find you.
They can find me on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. I'm very active on social media. Or they can check out my website. It's bodymindsolution.com. It's solution, not S, without the S. So it's BODYMINDSOLUTION, one word, bodymindsolution.com.
So you can find KK on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. Her name is Kajal Khurana, and it's Kajal, and Khurana is Khurana. Her website is bodymindsolution.com. Thank you so much, KK, for sharing your insights and wisdom with our audience today. And to our audience, remember that you are the architect of your future. Follow your passions, have perspective, and I look forward to the next conversation.